welcome. Right. It's been a while. Let me see what's going on right now. Hey y'all, come on, hurry up. Find your seats. Hurry up. Love train. Let's go. Get your seats. Welcome to Intuitive Downloads. My name's Gabby. You can get at me at Auntie Gabby on YouTube. Interesting. There's a square that's taking place kind of like right now. The moon is in Pisces. Second quarter moon. And then there's a moon trine. I believe that's Uranus tonight. And so those are the major transits. I'm not saying that that's the only thing happening, but the majors. Okay, I know what the other thing is now. I'm like, wait, there's one more thing I need to grab. Okay. Now I feel like I have everything. I can sit. It's one of those days, you know, like, I don't know if you're like gathering resources or something like that, but it's, sorry for the shake. I'm trying to put the cord in the right place. Grand rising to everybody. And if it's not grand, then take your ass back to bed and start again. Just saying. The ability to do that is often startling, I will say that. Let us start with a image. Or three. So we have teacher, service, and music. We have never drawn the service card. I'm not even certain. I don't know if we've drawn any of these before. Maybe the poetry, but maybe not the art that goes with it. All right. Now I'm hearing music makes me lose control. So y'all might need to be careful what you're pumping into yourselves, you know. I did hear recently that they have banned hip hop in Jamaica. I don't know if that just means American hip hop or hip hop period. Sorry. Hold on. Holy Spirit. Thank you. Wow. So it's rare we draw both the image and the the poem. Wow. No, actually, I'm going to keep them like this since they came out. Well, this was on top. Okay. Wow. That just threw me. Let's look. It's a bird. Wait, can y'all see? See? With all this plumage. It's almost like a phoenix. I don't know. Let's see. It says teacher. Attar. Ooh. Explored. The 7 valleys of love. We are still getting around one curve. So, for any of you who have fallen into the role of teacher service music, right? There's still so much more to impart and bestow. Music, frequency, levels, harmony, blending of information, service, how it applies, how it works. Freedom. What need have I for a mind? I have destroyed my thoughts and burnt my worries. Something other has my attention. What need have I for a heart? The blood of the blood of the beloved is running through my veins. I am life itself. That's pretty deep. Hey. Good morning, Mel. It's funny, I pulled this deck, but the fact that it says, what need have I for a heart? The blood of thee, beloved, is running through my veins. I am life itself. Inside of the box or the Amante Oracle deck, right? It literally says, living with a heart. Living with a feather heart. With this Gemini, the Mars retrograde in Gemini right now, it is kicking ass and taking numbers. And so what I am finding that if the speech is not aggressive or, slit, it's not coming out correctly. It seems to be more chopped and screwed. It's like the more words of peace and love and affirmation one wants to use, it is struggling to get out. Like Mars wants to pick a fight. I'm not going to let him do it. So check where your Mars placements are. Yeah, I still feel new. That's dope. They're such a hard card stock. They don't bend. I don't want them to. I hope y'all been enjoying, life. It's been a couple days since I've been on here. Busy bee. Oh my word. I just saw I Invoke Laughter. Last night I saw a video on Instagram. It was so funny. It wasn't supposed to be funny. Like it was rude actually, but I couldn't help it. Like it was just so funny. Chick gets into the car, boyfriend's already sitting there. She's a robust woman and with a little bit of a double chin, and I'm not poking fun, okay, by any means. And she goes to speak, and he grabs her by, you know, the skin under her neck and shakes her a little bit, and she proceeds to make like this clucking sound. It's just, you ever just cry laughing for no damn reason, like something just tickles you funny, and it's like the best thing, like you just needed that. I mean, real tears streaming down my face. Oh my god. And all she can say is, why did you do that? Because it needed to be done. All I can say is, I wonder how long he had been wanting to do that. It was really funny. Like I said, it was wrong, it was rude, but it was still really funny. Anyway, I digress. Let me focus. It was the I Invoke Laughter card. I am forgiving. Right. All right, Holy Spirit, give us something from your mind that goes with this. I am humble. Love it. I spread joy. Service, music, teacher. So if any of you actually are musicians, right? You do bring a lot of joy to the world, and you're actually much more skillful than you give yourselves credit for. They want you to open up, be more free about it, share honestly. So, super creative. It in my mind, it is so clear. Like, I'm so happy to now have that in my mental Rolodex of imagery. It was so funny, Mel. I might post it, but again, it's rude. It really was. But the internet, dang, it was funny. I mean, crying, laughing on the floor like the original emoji. How it's so rare we get to cry laughing. It's just amazing. I needed that. But anyway, I digress. I do want to see though. I also feel like a leveling up with the eye spread joy and the pyramid going upward and pushing the momentum, expanding the heart space. It's this correlation between freedom and joy, and some of you just following your own inner drummer. Some of you recognize that you are truly here to serve, to teach, and you're still very humble by this. You know? Excuse me. People. After I do the video, thinking about bringing suspenders back or putting them in fashion for women. These fucking pants. Hey, Grand Rising. Let me see. I wanted to look what the book actually said. Altar or Attar is a star, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's also a fragrant essential oil, typically made from rose petals. Oh, you naughty, naughty boy. The seven valleys of love, we are still getting around one curb. It says this poem is highly popular in Iran, but isn't Rumi's. It is, however, often attributed to him for his reverence for his teacher, Baba Attar. Now, this is interesting. Some of you will be seeking out someone who can help advance your practices, whether it's truly music or if it's in the realm of energy, frequency, vibration. But on the flip side, I feel like someone will be seeking you to be their teacher. Like mentorship is teacher service. Like the word is spreading, I feel like, because music is people can hear it far and wide. You know what I mean? It says the words of this poem have turned into the mythical bird, uh, Shmord, I guess, I don't know. The words that make up her body tell us that although we may have come far in our journey, we still have much to learn. I am humble. I like this. I really do. And it's funny, right? Service, teacher, music. Some of you had a music teacher who was very impactful, right? You did. I know I did. Like, but not in the way you would think. Not because I took music, because I didn't. When I was in high school, I didn't necessarily. I'm not justifying, but I didn't really follow rules. I didn't really toe the line. I really have just done what I wanted to do my entire life. And that's not a brag. That is just me being really, really honest. Okay? I mean that. I'm not saying it was the right thing. I'm not saying it was the wrong thing. I am the way I am on some Popeye shit. And so, if I had a free period, I might leave school, I might not. But I had a music teacher who would let me come chill in his class. Like I wasn't disruptive or anything. But it was better than me being like outside roaming around somewhere, roaming free. But it was more than that. Like, I don't need to get into the details. He was just a really solid human being. He truly was. Very inspirational. And lo and behold, he ended up knowing my middle school music teacher. They were very close and worked in the same church choir together outside of those arenas. And I was like, see, it's a small ass world. But I feel as though the musical community in itself is like attracts like. And so for any of you um, interested, you might find your path crossing with someone who needs you, but you need them. I feel like in the middle is service. There's a beautiful collaboration here, and I am humble. Her swollen belly sticks out. So there's a creative endeavor that will come from this in some way. I don't really want to pry too much into that because it's too unique. I feel like it's an emotional project at that. You're going to help someone release whatever, right? Insert people's issues. But moreover, they're going to help you to inspire you to step out of a comfort zone in terms of some sort of musical project. I really do feel that strongly. So these poems actually have an action, a meditation, like that. It's a practice, right? So for teacher, it says sit in a comfortable spot with a pen and paper. Close your eyes and relax your breathing. When feeling relaxed, think of a beloved teacher or someone who has influenced your life in an important way. The qualities, what qualities did they model for you? Or what lessons did they teach you? How can you continue to embody these lessons or qualities to help others record your thoughts? Okay. Further reflection, do this every day for a week. Practice the lessons or qualities you have learned from your beloved teacher. It could be any sort of teacher. Really. It's almost like by dawn, if you do this practice, you're going to wake up inspired. Because I do feel like most of our great teachers are in service to humanity. Whether they're a school age teacher, they are literally carrying and guiding the next generations. Like, I found a composer a few years back, an American composer, and it was life changing. Like, listening to his music was, you could feel and hear his spiritual evolution, the progression of him as a person. It's beautiful. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know we drew the picture before for freedom. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, but I don't think we drew the poem. Now, again, right, so we're moving to freedom. And because the poem's already there and it's been read, I'm just going to, like, the little anecdotal add ons, right? It says, once there wasn't, then once, excuse me, once there wasn't, then there was. A Persian peer, an elder, often took his disciples to the marketplace. On one occasion, he and his students happened upon a man leading a cow by a rope. The teacher asked the man, sir, is this cow bound to you, or are you bound to the cow? The man laughed. Of course she is bound to me. I am the cow's master. Wherever I go, she goes. The teacher said, then kindly open your hand and let go of the rope. The man hesitated at first, but then slowly opened his hand and released the rope. The cow, now untethered, ran down the street. The man cried and chased after the cow. You see, the cow feels no bond to the man, but the man is desperately trying to bind himself to the cow. Now, who is the master? The teacher asks his disciples. And an oan is the Persian phrase for this and that. The drive you have invested in, it has to bond, excuse me, it has no bond to you. But in trying to bind yourself to it, you are in a constant turmoil. Divest from the inonan. My Iranian Persian is terrible, okay? And it will disappear like a cow in the story. I feel like things are getting ready to take a serious shift, y'all. I mean that. And it's okay, right? Because again, I feel like for some of you, this is a passion that's been quietly brewing inside that you've been just keeping to yourself. But you're getting ready to change paths, change directions, change course. What you've been doing, you're about to be freed from. And you're going to be really happy you did, because the next path you step on is going to bring a lot of joy and happiness, not only to yourself, but to anyone within earshot. I actually would like to hear someone sing these poems. Service. Love has set fire to my past and freed the bird of truth. Wow. I was a happy pearl, but the storm of love shattered me. Now, before, right, it's the beloved, right, is flowing through you, the life and the energy thereof, right? You are life itself. It says, now I am the ocean water, making thousands of pearls. This is crazy. Like, there's so much more to learn. But you're now in a position to where you're moving forward in a position where you'll be taught and teaching. It's almost simultaneous is how this feels. You asked for this. Some of you, I don't know what this is for you, but it's the hand being raised. Like you said, I want it. I want to do that. Even if it was in a quiet place. Yeah, man. Oh. All right, it says, we can become focused on chasing enlightenment, wealth, or both. But the interdependence of life is hidden from this perspective. We fail to see that we need our community and the larger world as much as they need us. Eventually, we begin to realize that individual happiness is inherently disappointing. We become small in our own self contained cocoon, while every fiber of our being longs to be connected, not only to the divine, but to the earth and all its inhabitants. It is only in sharing our treasures in the whole of ourselves that we can become as big as the universe. All alluring and glamorous as it may seem, being an individual pearl isn't the most exalted creation in this ocean of existence. What we secretly long for is the courage to allow wave upon wave of love to shatter us so we can become the ocean water, home to thousands of pearls. For a lot of folks who have been on the spiritual journey for a while, they have been going through a period of withdrawal. You can call it hermit mode, but it's more than that. It's almost like overload, burnout. You know so much, you feel so much, you withdrew, almost in a place of processing. But you didn't come to that wisdom, you didn't come to that enlightenment to hoard it, to be afraid by it, you know? You were taught to be freed from so much of what doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. If you understand that we are all a part of the collective consciousness, then being alone and withdrawn and that it's hypocritical. It's in opposition to the mission to spread love, to spread light, to spread joy. You can't do that walled up in your houses, you know? Even with the advent of the internet, the simple ways in which we assist people, big and small, you never know. Avoidance keeps you from fulfilling your purpose. New paths, new teachers, new endeavors. Sit comfortably, relax your thoughts, your breathing, and then ask yourself, how can I be of service? Write it down. Then ask your community the same thing. Bonus, commit to doing one kind deed a day, something that benefits a specific being, the environment, or the world. Continue this for at least 1 week or make it a steady habit. We receive a great deal, you know? Time to share. All right, music. I am the beat and the rhythm of the moving world. Right. You're becoming the ocean, the rhythm, like you are tapped in, you are elevating, you are ascending. But you're also very meek in spirit with the I am humble. Amongst lovers, even love screams my name. When it becomes drunk and playful, love can't help but spill my secrets. I am the rhythm of this moving world, the heartbeat of life. Bits of the universe collide in their joy, and the veil, excuse me. Bits of the universe collide in their joy and unveil my faceless face. I am the water flowing in the river, and the wine in the glass. Beware, this wine is here to shatter the glass. I am not meant to live small. For me to be, you have to disappear. Hmm. See here, it's funny. I went reading and it says her belly is a sky of possibilities. And same thing here with this fertility, with her belly being swollen, the creation energy. So many avenues and doors are opening. Interesting. Interesting. I'm sorry, the moon drew my attention, right? And so, as I said, the moon's in Pisces, right? Pisces rules the 12th house, right? 12th house, karma, results of past acts, hidden supports and limits, institutions, and inner social conflict. You know, being of service and things like that. See how it all correlates to the current energies? And the moon is, it's waxing, isn't it? Because we just had the new moon. We're between the new and the full moon. Waxing, yeah. So it says the more you see the big picture now, the sooner you will chase away the niggling, it literally says that, fears. So, those little doubts and things of that nature. Again, going back to the imagery, right? We are still getting around one curve. Be not afraid seems to be a running theme as of late because so many things are unknown. Like literally the tip of the iceberg. And if there's this soaring energy, bird, looks like they have wings, even though it says the woman has transformed. It's a freeing system of music, a sky of possibilities, but she looks like she's flying, like one of those squirrel suits or feminine butterfly energy, something of that nature. Again, here with the body juting upward, there's all of these things that shows catapult, momentum, soaring, new levels, new, just, are you ready? Because be not afraid. There's nothing to be anxious about. Excited, yeah. No more limitations. It's going from this very black and white sort of paradigm to the infiniteness of the universe and cosmos above. You see? And even though I feel as though some of you are very accomplished, I mean that. I'm getting very strong guru in some fields. I know from time to time there are the energies I feel on the channel that come through. There are a lot of entertainers. There are people in music. I don't want to say the industry because it's all sorts of people. People sing and compose and the like. So this could be very specific to someone, and it's time for you to give back. For someone, they're like, you're going to become a music teacher. Like, that is so funny. You really are. But you're going to be volunteering your time, freedom, your energy, just because it makes you feel good. I don't feel like this is a paid position. I just got chills when I said that. I'm not saying that it couldn't be, but I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're already in a position where you can afford to do this. I feel like it's on your heart, or it will be, to take someone under your wing, maybe even to start some sort of musical foundation, something that'll last. Could be as simple as trying to get instruments, but I feel like it's more than that. Performing arts, it comes out anyway. Patience and planning. Yeah, definitely. For someone. That's very specific. No, no, I don't think that everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to open a performing arts school. No, but there's something of that nature. Or like a camp or some sort of program. This, if this hasn't hit you yet with the temptation, which is, it's coming. And I feel like it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And it's going to take some time for it to be done correctly. But I feel like this is going to be someone's new focus. And I mean that in a big way. Yes, rejoice and celebrate. See, this is the current energy, right? The trapped in fear. We just read about this energy, um, a waxing quarter moon, 12th house energy, Pisces. This, you need to get over whatever that is, break through it. It's not real. It's not real. What if it works? Don't focus on what if it doesn't. This needs to be it. It'll benefit many. Whatever this is, like, it's bigger than you, and that's how it'll get accomplished. But I do see collaboration here with the rejoice and celebration. I feel like you will find like minds. It's this coming together. It's like asking the community, remember that. How can you be of service, you know, and vice versa? And so I feel like it's momentum. Once this starts to brew, these things come together, patience and planning. But once it does, it's like a hyper focus. And it is something structured. It's the Saturn combination with the pillars. It is. It's groundbreaking. Look at this. Heart chakra, the waiting game, and intuition. See, teacher, see that energy? Remember, this is why they want you to think about someone who changed your life, who poured into you and they didn't have to. It's like you have to draw inspiration from that. Take time. A lot of reflection, a lot of meditation here. These selfless people you have encountered. Yeah, I mean, it's a passion project. Whatever this is, it's all the green energy. Green, red. This may um, start to come together by Christmas, is what I'm getting just from the green and red. I really see an end to this mental energy here, the trapped in fear with disruption right there. Like, it's beautiful. I feel like you're also helping people. If you're not doing this currently, you will be. You will be helping people to shift from this. You show a level of patience. You structure things in such a way where it breaks through this low vibrational energy. You help people to find joy. These are all the ways in which you teach, all the ways in which you help people to free themselves. And it's funny because so many folks who go through things, I mean that, the way in which they find their strength, it's not always the most humble. And I get it. We're very different. But some people use their adversity as their badge. It's their identity. And it, to me, it's a lot like a victim consciousness, because it's not it's the opposite. It's boastful. And then there are those who go through things and just quietly overcome, persevere, continue on. And they spread joy, they spread love, they spread light. You can tell that the Spirit of God is within those people. They understand their walk to a degree. This is happening. Yeah, there's something about Christmas. Hmm. Like I said, some of you really do understand your walk, your purpose. I do feel like you are slowly showing people mm, the way, simply. The truth, the light. Helping people not to fall victim and prey. Also teaching people how to read the signs, the energies. Not giving away so much power. I'm also getting, some of y'all need to read Psalms. Some of y'all work with Psalms, and you know what I mean when I say that. Don't even comment about it. Handle your business. That's all I got. That's an interesting combination. Don't be afraid. Now I lay me down to sleep. Yeah, pray. Definitely prayer. Don't be afraid. Some of you, that's how you've been overcoming all of that. And it's time to share it with people that it's been God's word. The blood of the beloved is running through my veins. Ascending to Christ consciousness. Yeah, I see that too. I don't think I can comment on that. Not yet. Hold on. I didn't think so. Thank you. Right. Patience and right, not the right time. Exactly. It's because it's got to make sense more to me. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You're literally teaching people how to overcome the boogeyman. You know, those prickly personalities with this loving, nurturing energy, the feminine energy. Exactly. Look at this. Heart chakra. You're going to know when you encounter this teacher. I mean this. It's this energy. It's the, oh, I mean, your heart space is going to light up. I mean that. You're going to feel a very warm and fuzzy feeling inside. But I also um, get this whole testing the spirit. Okay. But I also see for some, there will be it's a test for some. You're going to encounter someone who's very low vibe, but this is a test, okay, from the divine on whether or not you can recognize that energy. I feel like you're going to be fine though with this here. I feel like you're going to see immediately that this person or agent is there to cause a disruption, to put you in some sort of mind prison, right? But it's a test. That's an encounter. I still get Christmas. I started hearing the Grinch. You know, 22. I have 422. It's funny. I'm looking at the numbers, right? And I'm like doing the math. I'm looking around the sequence and everything. And I'm like, really? One second. We went for the waiting game. I do feel like if you pass this test, like they open the next door. But for some, this is like a collaboration, a download that's going to help you with this, again, this program. I'll just say that, you know, I do feel like it will grow into an actual institution. I got this download before. It's not deja vu, but it's, anyway, there's been a lot of timeline jumping, and I've said that before as well. But, you know, when people alter plans, right? Look, as I say that, look what's on the bottom. Right, when they do things to try to derail your progress and where you're supposed to be and all of that, it's almost like it has to come back around. And I think that's what this is. It's coming back around. Like it's meant to occur, like it's destined. And so no matter what they try to do, right. And I feel like how this was derailed before is that someone, we've been picking up a lot of impersonator energy, a lot of copycat, a lot of people stealing from other people's artistic and creative endeavors. Um, there was someone perpetrating a fraud who was exposed, especially if they were pretending to be of light, of love, of a high vibration, of some sort of divine masculine or feminine energy. Um, yeah, they got exposed. And so now that that's happened, they have to come around to find the person that they were genuinely trying to present this opportunity with. Yeah, it's like I got stopped with the hour, like, but eventually, all the sand moves and everything's exposed, and you can see everything for what it was. And so, if there had been some sort of slowing down, you're already past that period. There's new growth. Just know, but I feel like you've already known. You're gonna get an upgrade for those of you who were this the test coming in, but this is also an upgrade from where you've been. Because some could be wanting to, you know, repay you in some way for kindnesses, for services, you know, for opening them up, opening people up to so many possibilities, opening them up to the cosmos, to the universe, helping them break through their fear and their anxiety. There's a lot here, helping people to trust their intuition, to tap into it, to follow that intuition, beast mode activated. Doing all things in love. Truly embodying that Holy Spirit energy. Oh, that's neat. It all fits together like a pendulum. Now, isn't that clever? Oh, I about did that to myself, huh? Whoa. I am humble. Look at that. Ascending to agape love. What I tell you? Literally doing all things like that ooey gooey, soft and chewy shit. Like, just sweet. Just a truly sweet natured energy. Finally being allowed to exude it, and you not being afraid to exude it. It's beautiful. But I tell you, people really were trying. Google Magic. But I also, to a degree, for anyone who has a platform, because I pulled that with I Spread Joy, maybe that's how you choose, or that's how this is coming through. Like, someone's looking online for a practitioner, for a teacher. They're looking for a particular service, energy, da 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 da. Like, I feel like whoever's coming towards you, it's almost like a beacon's pushing them in your direction, like they're being pushed that way. But I also feel, you know, it came to my attention, right, that Archangel Metatron oversees the internet. And so for those who are ascending to this energy, it's almost like he's going to up your ranking, if you will. You know how they have, like, when you do Google searches, like the top 10, like, and you can buy your way in, but there's an outside energy, an outside force that's going to push you to the top so you get more exposure. There's this blue ray sort of energy. Interesting. And maybe, I mean, for some of you, these could even be reviews that people are writing about your services. Like they're singing your praises. That's really neat. I mean, I got, but rejoice and celebration. Like, you are, whoever I'm talking to, your nature is so beautiful. Like, you are a being, a pure love, and deeply intuitive. And I feel like the things you create, it's bigger. It's from such a pure place. Yeah, I mean this. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, because I wanted to pull one more, because I'm like, I know how I made that card, but I room for growth in all of my creations. Yeah, like like they're literally sending people to you. You're about to enjoy the good life. Like, you're gonna work, but you enjoy what you do. Teacher, service, trust me, you enjoy what you do. Like, this offers you a level of freedom, this sort of energy here. You're free to teach, but it's a service. It's weird, like, you give freely, but it's a service. Like, it's, oh man, it's elevation. How do I hope y'all getting what I'm saying. I truly do. Yeah, there is something about Christmas. I mean, this could be a surprise they have for you, but transformation, the death card's right here, and triumph is right here. It's beautiful. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. And I do mean, like, the memories of love. Look, destiny. Look at this shit. Like, positive movement forward. This is beautiful. Like, there's a lot of gratitude, is what I'm feeling, coming your direction for whomever this is resonating for helping people. I mean, it's more than you could really imagine. Wow. As I pick up the deck, the sun card, they're like, yep. Look at that. These are literally people around you, in your community, businesses, practices, all of these things. Look at, it's the Ten of Pentacles. I mean that, like, there's no better way of saying thank you than, helping someone to live a very good life, a prosperous life. This is huge. I don't know if you've got platforms and you've done like SEO stuff, you need to go check your reviews. I feel like there are some great reviews. Like, people are really laying it on, like really sweet. Like, people really enjoy what you do. They're like actively looking, but I feel like Archangel Metatron truly is helping to direct people towards you. You know, the adage goes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And so you're going to be getting a lot of new students for all of my teachers, but you yourself will be required new levels. It's time here. I don't care what your background, your faith is. Whatever you study, do more of it. It's only going to help you with these people that are being sent towards you. I have patience and planning and the waiting game. And so when I say Jesus got the will, I mean that. See, look. That's the progression, though. You have trapped in fear, which is the Eight of Swords, right? Then you have this Nine of Swords energy. I feel like you have nothing to worry about, to be anxious about. Hold on, let me get one more. Why? Let's see. But I feel like that's over. Fear, doubt, worry. See here with transformation, and they're 13, the death card twice. Now someone, on the other hand, could be very afraid. Like, they could be literally scared to death for whatever reason. But we're not even going to go there, right? I feel like this in itself is changing. Any doubts, any worries, any fears, any anxieties, that's over. No more juggling, no more back and forth. You're really about to enter into a period of true stability. Health, wealth, prosperity, joy, abundance. It's the Ten of Pentacles. You have to go through all the other stages of tarot in the minors in order to get here. You have to go through the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords to get to the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. Beautiful. I said that. It's brand new. It's brand new. You're all of the adversity of the past, and I mean that. By Christmas, I don't know what it is. It's over. Exactly. Look at that shit. Look at that. The door of value. Brand new beginnings. For some of you, this could take place during New Year's or even the spring of next year, where the true new year begins. Oh, I saw you. Wait, but you didn't flip. Okay. I can't take, they didn't flip. Wow. See what I mean? Even if you had experienced the Ten of Cups before, right? In order to advance, you got to go through the heartbreak, right? You got to work your way through the swords. It doesn't mean you don't get to experience that again, even if it had been hidden. Some, you know, mm, some some people are really afraid to be genuinely happy. And I mean that. You've gone through so much. I mean that. You've gone through so much. You are genuinely afraid to be happy. It's almost like you want to hide it, cloak it. But we've already discussed that we're here to experience this world with each other. But I also get that energy where when you find love, you kind of just, want to keep it to yourself for a little bit. You don't want to share with the world. You just want to relish in that. Somebody's really getting love and money. And it's because you've manifested it. Where's that card? It's under here. Look. See the moon? Quietly, humbly, looking to the cosmos. Infinite possibilities up there. Infinite possibilities. It's this, I don't, wait. By the next full moon, which might be Christmas. Shit. Make me laugh. Around there. No. The next full moon is on the 7th of December. And the new moon is on the 23rd. Right? Or am I bugging? No, that's right. Okay. People might just be really generous around the holidays. It could just be as simple as that, but for some of you, it's bigger than that. It is. Mm, mm, mm. I don't want to go there, but somebody's hiding a family for sure. Somebody did something very risky, and they were going back and forth between two people. And yeah. Anyway, let's focus on this positive. Because there's an end to worry, fear, and anxieties, right? That's twice the universe is telling the collective that. Look, disruption to being trapped in fear, to your mental anxieties, right? Like to your own self-limiting beliefs and that sort of thing. And then again, here, it's like, no, we are moving past all of that. No internal angst, no sleepless nights, no worries, no doubts, like none of it. It's like they're hurrying you through that energy of the swords, right? 8, 9, 10. 10, that means the word, actually the 9. Realistically, the 9 is it's done. The 10 is the worst is over, right? It's over. It can't get any worse. It's over. So they're like, no, we're done. We're done. We're fast tracking. done. Some of you are afraid to love. Some of you, because of the things that you've been through, no more of that. No more fear. No, I mean that. For some of you, your family's afraid of you. I want you to know that. I have to explore that because that just came through like a siren. Why would your family be afraid of you? Why would your family be afraid of you? What in the world? Because they've been talking shit, obsessively watching, but they must have found out something if they're afraid. What did they find out? That you get what the fuck you want. Forces things on you, forces their way, uses force to get what they want. Now, that could go either way, but when you've got the blood of the beloved flowing through your veins, right? When Team Jesus is a real thing for you, and you were exuding this agape love, and you were on this universal, this love and light, and your intuition so strong, and beast mode activate, yeah, I guess they would. I guess they would be afraid, because especially if they have been working with false idols. They could have tried to force. Let me see something. Did they try to do? Yeah, they did. Look, inside school. That's a lot. That's from your family. Look at this shit. Inside school, talking shit, stalker, forcer. Now I will say this because I know motherfuckers watching. I don't really care. So I'm not really. I don't really deal with people. I'm just gonna say it that way. I don't deal with people. I like my peace. I like my quiet. And if you disrupt it, I just won't deal with you. I'll cut you off. It's not even a joke. It's just really almost scary how easily I can just let go at this point in life. Like, I've always been really good at it, but now I don't even I so bad that I even give you a heads up at the beginning. Like, you do understand what's about to happen, right? And it's not that I'm looking, but this is real, right? Intuition is real for people. Love acupuncture. It's amazing. Um, yeah. But I recently like entertained some family. I've been very private about this and that, and even when I moved, I mean, I didn't do housewarming, like do none of that shit. I don't care about none of that. Like, I like my peace, but I have allowed a few family members over just in the last couple of days, and it's not going to be a habit. It was just like it was more rude not to invite in than anything, sort of thing. But anyway, um but immediately that not I could feel the energy. That's all I got. I could feel the energy, and it's not. Listen, I trust God. I trust God. I trust my angels. I trust my ancestors. I do not trust mankind. That's stupid. That's just the reality of it. And I would pray that you all understand that you yourselves embody that in your own ways. Because people will lie directly to your face, they will deceive you, right? This is why you're given this. Right. But I know, my home is my home. And so I say all this because I have nothing to hide. My home is intimidating, not because of what it looks like, but because of what I have in it. I mean, I got lots of occult shit. It can get downright scary to people. They're overwhelmed by what they see. I have my altars and this and that. Absolutely. To someone who is trapped in the church, you'll freak out because they have not eyes to see nor ears to truly hear. So they're stuck. But they also see there's a method to the madness, that life is truly good, that I'm happy and of peace and harmony. And I don't know anybody who truly prospers long term working with low vibrational energies. The divine doesn't ask you for anything but faith. The devil asks you for your soul. That's much more precious than anything of material. Your immortal soul. Right. So for me, that resonated. That's why I shared that. Because I know they watch. I know they're curious. They want to know how I'm able to. But now it's so black and white. It's so clear. This is the energy. Fear. But when you do all things in love and with God in mind, it's easy, right? This world becomes very easy because you really don't need anything. You don't want anything. The divine is taking care of everything. And so it's very easy to be humble because the universe and their power, like, you really feel insignificant. So what is there to be hoity-toity about? I'm just grateful that the divine has allotted me time, an ear, a place to turn when I need to talk, when I need to understand. My Father listens to me. He teaches me, guides me. Because my earthly family has failed in those endeavors to teach, to love, to guide. But they were meant to. They were meant to do that so I could turn to the divine. So I thank them. I don't resent them. I am grateful for them. They help me, you know what I mean, to see through the blinders, through the blinds. They help me to obsessively, right, connect with God, with Source. The focus all right there. It's great. Right, because before they were only able to watch from a distance and talk shit. But for me personally, now that I've allowed a few in, right, let them get up in there a little bit, right, that's a powerful energy you're putting out. Even though this is truly the energy. But when the divine is with you, it's a potent force. You are a force to be reckoned with. A literal force. Yeah, right now in real time they talking shit. I can feel that. I just want you to know. Go back to work, okay? Get off my channel, fam, and go to work. You'll get much more done than watching me. Just being honest. Hmm. Yeah. Just that fast. In real time. In real time. Yes, in real time. That's this. Intuition. But we're just around the first curve. We have miles to go. But we are being taught by the divine. Accepting that we are here to be of service to mankind. And with that, you see that energy, that force behind you. Opens up everything. Unbothered. I just wanted to know. I'm like, damn, is my family afraid of them? You're probably more afraid. You should be afraid of God, the divine. Like, really, don't fear man, fear God. Yeah, because I was getting that. I'm like, nah, somebody is scared to death. Like, they really are. I feel like my collective, the worries, the terrible parts of life are over. I got that twice. Twice. Because maybe these folks, right, were trying to keep you in some way, shape, or form at a point in this energy of being trapped in fear. But the power of love. Hey, get off my laptop. Golly. Yeah, the power of love overcomes it all. Yeah, but the divine kept coming through to disrupt that. Every time they tried to put you in this mind prison, trying to make you feel like you were unapproachable, if you will. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, I do, Simply Maggie. Yes, I do. Little butthead. Um, Hi, how are y'all? Yeah, I gotta explore this because I feel like they really were trying. And I feel repetitively trying to stop your good nature, your optimism, your joy, trying to keep you in a weird holding pattern, a terrible cycle where, you were experiencing the low of life and not the highs. Why are they afraid to death? Because why? Oh, what are they waiting on? Ooh. Ah, you know what's funny? Look, they are spiritual haters. I know that in particular, right? I know that, especially in my personal life, right? I don't worry about that. I don't. But they're waiting on you to read them, right? To dig in their business, to violate the spiritual ethical law, to find out some dumb shit that you already knew because you cut them off to begin with, right? Right. But they could have been casting. That's really what I'm feeling with the waiting and the divination abuse. Yeah. That's why they're afraid, because what you put out come back. And they couldn't stop it, so it's being returned asunder. Sure is, with your old low vibrational booties. Yeah. Nobody wants. Yeah, see. Look, you got these spiritual haters in all shapes and forms, right? You're not interested in that. These people are chock full of demons. I mean that. Chock full of demons. For some of you, remember I was getting, somebody got a secret family, but they was going, juggling somebody, going back and forth, doing reckless things. But that, instead of a baby, I feel like they done came up with some shit. And they're hiding it from their family, that they done caught some shit. Shut up. Right. Because they like to mess with groupies. They like to pay thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Now, for somebody, right? Whatever they got, they can't get rid of. They can get them viral loads real low, though, where it's not transmittable. But unless, they go into Brazil, where they're actually giving people enough to cure them, they won't be getting rid of this. But they had a serious epidemic. And I'm going to say, why they had a serious epidemic? Because all the dirty ass American companies that was going down into Brazil, shooting a little, adult videos and paying these girls who were poor and spreading disease, you know, because they didn't have regulations against them doing those things, because they were being kicked out of California due to regulations and changes in the law. Yeah, y'all down there hitting nasty. Yeah, yep. And spread disease all across Latin America yet again. I don't know what it is about the people in South America that they have such a target on their back, where the Western world, at this point, a colonizer is not just about a European. It's a mindset. And so if you go someplace to take advantage of somebody else because they may not know better, or their government don't have the same laws, and you're trying to avoid what's fair and what's right, think about that. You are now the same colonizer that the people you say you hate so much, right? You're that energy because you're still doing it. And so they took out the majority of Latin America with smallpox, biological warfare, and yet again, still doing the same shit, different disease. History just keeps repeating itself until people learn the lesson and get off the damn wheel. Anyway, I do. Somebody's hiding something nasty. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna give me some more. Give me some more. Yo, yes, listen, this is why I be like, you want me to start calling out your names? I mean, would that make you feel better? Would that really make you feel better if I was like on my DMX, Tisha, Lawanda, Sandra? Like, does that really has to happen? Like I said, you want somebody to violate spiritual law for what? Karma's coming. Yeah, why would I? Why would I? That's funny. It's that I know that you know that I know, but I love the psychological game of not saying anything. I love nah. Shut up, Gab. What? Where's the fun in that? I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, for some of you, the person they was creeping with, it could be like someone you used to deal with, and they're really afraid of you finding that out. I don't think you're going to care because you would still be with that person, correct? If you really wanted them. When people do stuff, it just says more about them. It doesn't say anything about you. It's not your character that's in jeopardy. So if you got a cousin who wants to sleep with someone you were with, that's just a nasty person, right? That means your cousin probably more ancestral than you realize. And because they can't touch you, they'll go after the person you're with. Or the person you're with is so spiteful and so low down that they will go after one of your family members to try to hurt you. You know, again, I don't see the Ten of Swords, but I have the Eight and the Nine. And so I done already went through the whole Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So you know what I mean? The fact that we're in between with this energy here between the Pentacles and the Cups lets me know there's some betrayal out here. I don't know if I want to really go digging for it. I feel like somebody's smug ass pride, their attitude, then got their ass into a world of hurt. Look at that. Six of Wands to the Five of Cups. Yeah, because look, we got the ooh. Empress, don't even worry about it. I want you to know that. If this was done to a divine feminine energy, don't worry about it. Because I feel like the universe is already plotting on something to pay back. When that wheel's spent, don't worry about it. You good. You good. Your silence is the best thing. Just keep on moving. Don't stop. No. Now, on the other hand, somebody, divine feminine, somebody had been trying to plot and strategize on a way to mess with your destiny, to somehow suppress your destiny from you, to keep you from walking down the right path and heading in the right direction. They wanted to keep you trapped and stuck, not coming into union with your counterpart, with your twin. Yeah, because somebody else is bored, and they don't want to get left behind themselves. But you can't stop destiny, bro. All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this: the next person who funeral you hear about divine feminine was the direct person trying to cause interference in your union. Now, who could know about such a thing? Think about this. Could have been your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your cousin, um, somebody in the spiritual community you encounter and became immediately jealous because you know. But it feel like family. It feel like because they ain't have a twin, they ain't want you to have a twin type dumb shit. Just saying. Hey, bud. I see you in there. Y'all, I got him this tunnel. Come here. Yeah, it's a hippo, but it's a unicorn, but it's a hippo. But it's purple. So, like a giant. I don't even know. But it's so it's like if a rhino, a unicorn, and a hippo had a baby. oh, oh my god. And I just sprinkled a bunch of catnip in there for him. Not just, but so every time he go in there, you just hear him moving around like an inch. handsome. Don't worry. I'm looking for you, a brother. Yeah. I think you need a playmate. Too funny. Anyway, go ahead. Go back over there. Damn, somebody probably really got them in some trouble. Anyway, all right. I was on a really high vibe. I can't help what comes out. Um, but overall, this looks good. Life's about to change for the better. Okay. I guess that information needed to come out for whomever. You know what I mean? Like I just do what they tell me to do. Some stuff I know I can't tell y'all, and other stuff is like, you might need to know. When I tell you the word has overcome this energy, I do want you to know that. Keep studying. But I feel like shining a light on a lot of like negative, false doctrines. And oh, speaking of which, I gotta send that. It's a documentary I watched the other night to a good friend of mine. Um, it was talking about the history of Islam, this documentary, and tracing all the way back, because I guess I don't know, I don't study it, I don't know, but what the documentary had said, right, is that the Islamic people have been very fastidious about keeping the history, right, records, and from the first century, second century, that sort of thing. um and so they traced the original mosque, right, because they kept trying to say that it was always Mecca, but when you go through the Quran, it literally gives you all these other descriptions, and pretty much, long story short, it points to the city of Petra in Jordan, not Saudi Arabia. And I mean, the boy used Google Earth and drew a line from the mosque and their progression all the way back, and they all line up to Petra. And it wasn't until the Second Islamic Civil War that um, Mecca became what it became, and and there was a split between the two factions, the two major factions, or something like that. But I found it very interesting. And what was even more interesting is how they absorb their revelations. So apparently, the older revelations aren't as valid as the newer ones. And I know I sound a little condescending, but because it boggles my mind. It does. I don't hear the Hindus talking about, nope, the Vedas are old, we don't need them. No, no, no. I think things are to be studied, to be read, to be pondered, to be revisited. But the Muslims have a habit of burning the old, and reprinting what they want you to focus on now. And so it's been very difficult to keep up with the older manuscripts, because they'll have a book burning, and they'll reprint the new shit. They're like, no, this is it. But of course there are I forget the titles, but there are people who like governors and rulers who were permitted to keep copies of the older books. And so there are some surviving issues, right, copies. So they were able to, through that process of translating and finding out exactly when shit went left. And so because they eradicate the old for the new, in the documentary, they were saying that a lot of people who are of Islamic faith would have difficulty believing that it wasn't always Mecca, and but it was referred to as Becca. It's interesting. I might post it on the community tab, because it was just that interesting from a historical perspective, and how when people want to go through history and whitewash, especially with a language. And it's funny, right? It's very fluid. And it wouldn't take much to change a letter or the name of something by adding, and that's what they showed in the documentary. Right. It's pretty dope, actually. True history. But the idea of, nah, the old isn't relevant. It's like when Jesus said, I didn't come to abolish the law, I came to fulfill it. It does not mean burn the Old Testament because he here to deliver some new shit. Nah, nigga, wait, what? 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 But I guess not to overly complicate things, it is simplified, and that's probably why they did it. To try to cut down on the confusion and the infighting. But see how it surfaces anyway? The truth always finds a way. And really, realistically, it's not really important besides the fact that, environmentally speaking, Mecca could have never supported the life without the modern shit that's been added to make it inhabitable. No water features, no land, no, not land, no shrubs, no trees. Like, none of the descriptions from the Quran actually matched Mecca in its original, like, outpost tribal land type environment. I'm not saying any of this to offend anyone, I promise you. I just really am into anthropology and historical studies. Right. But it is astounding. Anyway, I mean, it was really, really interesting. Like, I'm gonna stop because I know I'm gonna end up offending somebody. I don't want, and I definitely don't want to do that. I don't. I'm sorry. Some things just didn't, make a lot of sense to me. Like, I don't know. I guess the fact that um he had to be told it was an angel that visited him, and it was just a lot of weird stuff to me that just was like interesting, because I know when I was visited as a child by an angel of the Lord, you knew it. You just knew, like, the state of peace. It is the complete absence of fear. It's the best way of describing it. It's like if someone just removed every bit of it from you and it was just this childlike wonder and glee. That's the best way of describing being in the presence of an angel. hmm No fear. But the documentary did sum it up and say that um, it was propaganda, a a campaign done by one of the factions. I forget the denomination, as a way of discrediting the split between, I guess, like the Sunnis and the other faction. I don't remember the name, but yeah. And there were people who were caught in the middle of this, right? We'll call them purists, who decided, and I think it was called the Qibla, is what, I think what it's called, like the direction, the little nook or alcove that tells everyone which way you should pray, like the direction. Right. But that's what started the thank you, Spirit. That's what started the documentary, that the Qiblas didn't point to Mecca. And the old, they didn't. And so that's where the Google Earth thing came in. Right. And so the purists, they decided they was going to build their Qiblas in the middle between Petra and Mecca. because, you know, they need to make up their mind. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. No disrespect. It's history. Y'all gotta stop being so, you know, sensitive about things. We have to be able to have reasonable conversations. And it's funny because recently there have been a lot of people of Islamic faith defending Christians, defending the way in which they are mistreated, because, you know, that level of disrespect would never be tolerated towards the Quran. You know what I mean? Burning Bibles and shit like that. Like, it would never be tolerated. You would never be able to talk shit about their prophet the way people talk shit about Jesus. You know what I mean? And like, even they themselves recently are like, yo, that's what is up? Like, stop that. So solidarity is awesome, and that's what I've been seeing, and I love that. But there are people out there from every background. Let me not just hyper focus, who can't take constructive criticism, who can't have an intelligent conversation about, you know, discrepancies and things of that nature, or what they might perceive as the discrepancy. You know, this is all with love and through the innocence of a child. We're just gonna see. Look at this shit. Hi, I knew you was coming back out. Right. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Damn, they hit the bye, Felicia on the devil card. Feel no ways. Feel no ways. Right. It's that Google magic shit. Alright. Somebody is like, I'm moving on to better days. Happiness, togetherness. But there is somebody obsessively, you know, still on your ass, still in your energy. This is the person you've turned your back on, that you know, c'est la vie. Whoever this person is, you know, for all of their perks, and I mean, normally the Page of Wands is good energy, like they bring good news. But this, to turn your back on that, that means this is probably this energy here who's just entirely immature and low vibrational, obsessively toxic, probably got a sex addiction here. Right. But whoever this person is that you've turned your back on, they are researching the occult. They're researching black magic and all this shit. Yeah, trying to get things restarted with you. But I think they're realizing that the more they do this, the like it's like dwindling. Yeah. So these just came out like this. Right. Like, you moved on, like, really. You're happy. Things are going very well. You know, you're just enjoying the holidays. Like, somebody could have been, like, over the past holiday, been trying to, you know, send these attacks your way, trying to disrupt, you know, your stability, your peace, you know, all because you rejected this person. Somebody was also trying to cause someone to get into some sort of drunk driving accident. You better be very careful with that. I definitely see that. Yeah, all the energy that was being sent was neutralized. Seriously. They wanted you to feel unstable. They wanted you to feel rejected and left out in the cold. They wanted you to experience depression, even food poisoning. Like, people are evil. Like, somebody really wanted you to have a shitty holiday. You know exactly who this person is. Look, 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 look. There is no confusion. Look at that. Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords. Like, there's no confusion. You know exactly who this fucking hater is. Like, you know exactly who this hater is. I mean that. I don't know what, like, you're a high priestess, right? Like an outright high priestess. So this shit is funny to me. It's your weak ass magic. No, for real. Your weak ass magic. This person like to wear cufflinks. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Somebody partying. They high. Somebody like hoes and prostitutes and strippers. It's so funny because it's like you had somebody who was really like, I guess they did too much to believe that this illusion, this fantasy was ever going to come true. Like, I guess they thought they put that so much energy and obsessed about it, focused on it, that, they would be able to manifest it. Because Wands energy is definitely about manifestation. But they had no idea that you were equipped for the fight in some way, shape, or form. That's two cards. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield, and is standing your ground, ready to battle, defending yourself. Exactly. I guess you already had defense up, huh? Defense. Defense. Right. They saw. I feel like by the time they even realized this shit, you was already heading down a different direction anyway. I'm like, what? Like, literally. You been peep game. You saw the plot for the Six of Swords to be here, like you been peep game. And you just got on. You knew somebody was like, you could be a reader. It's like somebody was studying you and you knew it. They was watching you, trying to pull on your energy. Like, you felt it. Defense against the dark arts is real. Maybe you caught that reading. It's like somebody was trying to figure out how to come towards you for a reunion, and you was like, "Nah, I'm trying to figure out how to get to the next level." Right? See, in their feels, yo, you could sense this dumb shit. Somebody really is a heavy drinker, and I am not judging by any means, but I just see it's a lot of booze out here. And if someone tried to put something in your cup, like lace it with something, that didn't happen. Like, you didn't consume it, is what I'm saying. It's so funny. Like, it's literally like somebody was like, raise your glass up, cheers. And it's like, as your glass was raised, like, you looked and saw something that, and you got rid of it or something like that. Or when you brought your arm down, it somehow like dislodged the contents of the glass. It was something almost dramatic about it. It's so funny. And somebody was in their feels about it. You know what? Last year, I was on a trip, and the person I was hanging out with, he was whatever. We went to a strip joint. Like, when you getting to know people, you getting to know them. You finding out shit. And this bull was about as relaxed and happy as I'd ever seen him in this strip club, right? I'm like, okay. Fucking, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, like, he knew all the strippers. I'm like, yo, how long you been there? Oh, I only been here for a week. Meaning, in that location. So in a week's time, you done became best friends with all the strippers. Okay. No tea, no shade. But it was odd, right? Real extra shit. Okay. Old girl tried to give me two little like souffle cup shots. She was like, oh, somebody bought that. I said, nah, sweetie. I'm not drinking that. Just like that, plain and simple. Nah, that ain't happening. And the look on her face, like she tried to hide the dejection of it. Bitch, I don't even know you. Why the fuck would I? I don't even know him like that. Like, why would I? Like, it don't even make sense right now. Like, make it make sense. They couldn't, you know? Jig is up. They spent that entire night trying to get me out of my faculties, right? Mm-mm. Didn't work. Mm-mm. It was really interesting. Like, when you know the jig is up, like, and you know something's up, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. Be careful. Because people be plotting. People be studying you. Trying to get you out your comfort zone. Try to lure you to places. Right? Under the guise of a good time and kiki and a little celebrate. Meanwhile, they got fantasies of drugging you and, putting you on, rotation or some shit. Had no idea that, people are built different. I feel like somebody, right, might have even had them up to this and it didn't happen the way they thought it would, right? Now they in their feels. Somebody mad about it too. Because they feel like all that time, effort, and energy that went into it and it didn't work. Exactly. Because when God is on your side, right? Mm, mm, mm. Let's look at what they found out. Ooh, we got it already. But look, I told you. What they found out is that Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That look. Part. I'm just a little nosy. I am just a little bit. Just a little bit. You already know. Wow. That's crazy. People stupid. That's all you can say sometimes. You be like, people stupid. Mm, mm, mm. So somebody thought what? You was gonna let them come towards you, knowing that they're not right, right? That they live in this fucking, deluded state, which is, why you left, why you had to, put some boundaries up, go on your happy, merry little way, get on this spiritual journey, right? I feel like you leaving, right, moving forward, pursuing, you know, this loving, high vibe, camaraderie, put this person in a state of depression. This person was hoping that for some of you I'm really getting that over the holiday, they was going to be able to move in, right? Y'all would bang. I'm serious. Back and forth. Y'all would have sex. With the page of wands right here, and parenting coming out reverse, this person could have even wanted to try to start a family with you. Maybe they were thinking they was gonna get you drunk, drug, y'all party a little bit, get you in an emotional state in your feels, and y'all would get in the bed together, and you would conceive or some shit like that. All that was neutralized. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Whatever this person was thinking, mm-mm, they regret that shit. I don't know if they thought they was gonna be able to pull the wool over your eyes. Right. But I mainly feel like this person just was selfish. Like there was a lot of alcohol involved, and they were really hoping to get somebody's guards down. Like somebody was definitely being plied with booze. Or this is the intention going forward. Understand, to me, it's all past tense. The energy always feels old to me, but everybody's on different timelines. So this may not even happen for you. Understand that. Yeah, it was definitely something tainted in one of those cups. Yeah, I said what was blocked? Fucking hater. Like, this person's just fixated on you. They're not well. They're really not well. I feel like this person, like, look, why would you even want to sleep with somebody that you feel this sort of way towards, that you got animosity towards? Now, for some, right? Do I want to say that? Excuse me. For some, right? Some of you didn't receive invites, right, over the holidays, or you won't, for because not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving, so Christmas is coming. So be on the lookout for this. That you're not going to receive the normal invitation to, join people, to get together, and it's being done intentionally, right? I don't think you're gonna give a shit. I really don't. I feel like these people are just like deluded to even thinking this shit. Like, and for some of you, it is like people you might have considered family could even be your family. Like, the whole goal is to put you in some sort of state of depression by feeling rejected. They want you to put on some sort of show and like, why didn't you invite me in? Da 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 da. Don't do none of that. It don't matter. You should go on holiday, but like, you should just go on holiday. Chariot to the Three of Cups. Just do what you want to do. You know what's funny? I wasn't coughing or nothing before I turned this damn camera on. I feel like for some, right, there's a father and son, right? This okay, thank you. I'm glad that's shifting. This is not a child anymore. I want you to know that. That's why the parenting card is reversed. Like someone expects their parent to come to them or some shit like that, but I actually feel like the child should go towards their parent or vice versa. Like somebody's not right in the head here. Now it could be the King of Wands, right? And this is why their children don't want anything to do with them. Why they moved away from them. They went into a different direction. Like somebody recognizes that maybe their father does really dark shit. That they got too many obsessions, too many toxicities, too many this and that. Um, and so they didn't journey to see him and they feel some type of way about it, especially over the holidays. But this is how they feel, right? This is okay. This is a different storyline, right? So this person, they like to party, right? They do what they want to do. They be right. They've always done what they wanted to do. This is this energy, right? And so if you really love something, if you really want it, right, even your children in your life, then you're gonna do something about it. So I feel like they're in their feels because some like people did not go towards them. Right? They didn't make any effort. They didn't, get in a car. They didn't travel towards them and, even pick up the phone or anything like that. I feel like both of these, regardless, this is an adult. I'm just getting that because parenting came out reverse. But I also feel like this person was a shitty parent towards this Page of Wands. I feel like they might have left them to go do what they wanted to do, out in the streets, partying, nightlife, good times, whatever. Right. They didn't take any real action towards them when they needed them. And now that this person needs, I'm getting that they need their children, they children like, fuck out of here. Yeah, there's real hate here. There is real hate. See, this is family. Four of Wands is actually a card of family, right? You reject me, right? You reject me, so I reject you. What is the holidays? Like for real, for real. Like all that costs money. Why would I pour into a toxic situation? Every time I see this card, I see dollar signs on them cups. So if coming together, travel, how all of that shit costs money. Why would someone waste their time, effort, energy, and finances to go hang out and be with people who are fucking toxic, who don't do anything for them, family or not? Why would they do that? Feel no ways about it. And I'm like, if you mention this to somebody, you keeping your fucking word. Look, this is how you look at it. If it's not business or pleasure, you're not extending yourself. You know what I mean? Like, what do you need to go get a hotel room somewhere? It's something like that. Like, no, 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 no. Because even going to work, even going to somebody's house for the holidays, it still costs. Whether it's gas, whether it's an airplane, ticket or train ticket. It don't matter. It all costs. And so if there's no love being shared, if it's not on the up and up, why would you extend yourself for anybody? Especially for somebody who really don't care about nothing but themselves, who would rather, live this life opposed to having ever invested in their family. So yeah, children turn their backs and go on about their business. Wow. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get out of that. When you know, you know. Treat your children good. They grow up and they have long memories. Don't expect them to take care of you if you didn't take care of them. And I mean that shit from the bottom of my fucking heart. That is for everybody. Especially if you from countries that don't have senior programs and things of that nature to take care of the elderly. If you are in a country that is totally codependent on your family for care, you better be kind to people, because karma's a funny fucking thing. They be in your face, ha ha, kiki. The moment you genuinely need, they'll disappear on you just to prove a fucking point. If you weren't there for your children, do not expect them to be there for you. It has limitations. Stop taking people's kindnesses for weakness because they are paying attention. That's so sad. That is. My God, people. Treat your kids like shit. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody's father. Exactly. I'm talking to somebody's father. Mm-hmm. You wasn't there for your children, right? Unless the courts told you to, right? 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 Right. You was always trying to find a way to getting out of your responsibilities, Exactly. Look at that. Mama. Right. Started playing Boys the Men. The fuck? Right. I'm both y'all. I'm talking to mothers and fathers. Treat your kids better. Treat your children, your offspring better. Make amends, but do it from a place of genuineness. They might need you in the beginning, but you will need them in the end. Be kind to your children. There's some good news coming in, y'all. Check your email. All right, I'm going to leave it there. We've been on 2 hours. I'm going to go eat some food. All right, guys. I love you. We'll do it again soon. Bye.